Welcome once again to Let Us Farm page. My name is Emily Fon Noel Oge of Let Us Farm. So today we're going to be discussing what someone has actually asked me to discuss. I've noticed that many people always ask me one question. They ask me, is catfish farming profitable? Yes. So we are going to be dwelling on this topic. Let us even know whether this venture is profitable. Why must someone engage himself in catfish farming? Is it really viable? Is there any reason to waste your time on this project? So that's what I'm going to be discussing today. But before we go further, kindly remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can get all information that you need about farming. If this is your first time of seeing me, all we do here is that we try to share practical knowledge from our various agri productions, and we do this for you free. So if you're having issues in your farm, all you need to do is just do a 2 to 3 minutes video of this problem and send to me, and I will be glad to help you solve this problem. Remember, we are not forming any WhatsApp group. Should anyone request number that you send your number to them for a WhatsApp group, please, we are not doing so. We are not forming any group outside these pages, so you can follow me on my pages or platforms, but we are not forming any group. If someone invites you to a Telegram group, please, it's not Let Us Farm. We are not doing those. So all those things, we avoid it because we don't want complications from people. So now, anything you have to ask me, kindly use the comment section or do a 2 to 3 minutes video and send to my phone number, and I will do justice to answer anything that is worrying you. So today we are going to be answering these questions and looking at way forward to making more profit in catfish farming. Just relax yourself and enjoy this video. I'll be right back. Yes, so welcome back. Catfish farming, like every other business, has its own challenges. But before we go further, let me explain something. Let Us Farm is not doing any communal farming. We are not engaging in any venture of sending capital. Let us do this for you. You see, the way people understand things, I try to explain this every time so that you don't run into problems of people calling you on my behalf saying we are doing that. Please, we are not running any investment portfolio. We are not doing that. My job is just to help people who have issues in their farm to settle them so that they don't have problems, they don't keep making mistakes. And I also help people that want to set up their farm, anything relating to agribusiness. So Let Us Farm does not form any group. We are not doing any group farming, anything like that. So in case, because why I'm saying this is that some people come to me that is this an investment? We are not. As the name says, it says let us farm. It's not bringing group farmers together. So please let's understand this. Now, like I was saying, many people always ask me, especially people from outside the country, they normally ask me one question. They always say, come, is this farming really worth it? And I understand where they are coming from. You see, when you have made mistakes and you have spent money, lost money, and people keep telling you one funny story, you won't believe anything they are saying. But me, I'm talking from a practical aspect. Now, by the grace of God, 2023 will make it about 19 years I have been in this particular project. So now, most things I say here, if you watch, I don't use terminologies to say things. I try to break it down to the barest level that you can understand. The reason is that I have seen a lot and I have gained a lot experience in the industry, and I've come to realize that most times English bogus words confuse a lot of people. You go to seminars and people start telling you that in catfish farming you invest 10 naira and then you make 100 naira. These things are people that want to market products. I don't have any product to market to anybody. So now, profitability in catfish farming, is it profitable? Sure, it is. But the issue about catfish, the issue about agri is a business that grows. It is a business that you must have to understand. It is a business that you must follow the practical steps. You must follow the situations. You must understand what you are doing. Listen, every business methodology will still come to the same thing, the same basics of understanding the principles of marketing, production, and sales. Now, in catfish farming, it is not different. This is where, ironically, people get it wrong. Sometimes it beats my imagination. Somebody abroad and somebody in Nigeria calls you and tell you that, oh, you want to invest in business, catfish farming is big, is a very good business, it will turn millions of naira, and then you people start discussing. The person has little or no knowledge. He will just tell you, buy this, buy that, do this, do that, and then in sales the fish is sold this amount, and you believe all these things. Then as the process starts, you start seeing that what they said at the beginning is declining. And the reason is simple: you on your own part, who is the investor, did not make an adequate research of who you are going to invest with and what are the processes on this investment that will bring your money. That's just the thing. But is catfish farming a good business? 100% it is. Now, let me break it down for you to understand that it is a good business. First of all, fish itself is a daily consumption. Yes, we have poverty level very high, but people still eat fish. One, people eat fish as protein. If meat is that expensive, people still go for fish. Then when the fish is expensive, people go for meat. They alternate. Egg, fish, meat is where we people alternate. So people eat fish every day. Now, is catfish part of what they eat? Yes. It's either they eat it as fresh fish or they eat it as dry fish. But people eat it. It's a staple in people's food. Now, people now, instead of eating fish as part of food, people still use it for merriment. That is where you have fish pepper soup, you have catfish barbecue, and the demand is high. Then the funny thing is that your production cannot match your demand. Why? The demand is on every day. So every day people eat it, and there's no way you can produce catfish every day. And by the grace of God, as of today, we don't have synthetic fish. What I mean is that people have not yet manufactured something that looks like fish, but it's not fish for people to eat. Unlike other food products, people now have synthetic. You hear of synthetic egg. That people manufacture synthetic egg and people eat it. Though it's not yet here available in Nigeria, but these are things that we see and we watch on the net. But as of today, we don't have anything on catfish, meaning that the catfish would still be produced. And so, because the production is not something you can do in one day, it means that you can never match the demand to the production. So, is it in demand? Yes. But this is where the problem lies. Now, what makes catfish to be profitable? It is the application, the way you run your business. If you decide to run your business believing that you put 10,000 and make 1 million, you are deceiving yourself. Like I said, it's a gradual process business. Now, why most people fail in cat business? That majority of people abroad that want to do catfish business are not business oriented people. They are work people, people that understand that at the end of every month you are paid. And this is a very different idea from somebody who is a business oriented, who understands that you need to do purchase, then wait for sales to make money. These are two different things. So when these guys put money, they understand that at social time, give me my money. But they don't know that there are processes that will lead to this. That's why many people fail. Then your people back home will now capitalize on the issue that they know you don't know all this, and I'll give you some sweet figures. When this investment fails, they blame a lot of things, but they will never blame themselves. Now, is catfish profitable? Yes, like I said, 100% it is. So, but the issue now is you got to understand, how do I run this profitable venture that will make it profitable? Now, the business has two particular great categories that help everyone. It is that you're on the live section or you're on the dry fish section. So, if for instance you are someone that you believe you cannot wait for longer times to see your money on the fresh fish section. You can explore the dry fish section where within 2.5, 3 months, you get out your fishes, dry them, and sell them. You sell them as smoked fish. But like I always say, people have this bad idea. They want to do 100,000 fishes, but they have never asked yourself, what are the principles of business? Every business, you have to look at your market. That's your number one. It is your market that decides what you are going to do. So if you want to do catfish business and succeed, the first thing you look at is your market. What is your target market? When you now understand this target market, then understand the demand of that target market. What are they actually looking for? When you understand this will now break it down for you on how do you start. I always encourage anybody, start small, learn the business and grow. You are abroad and you want to waste 50 million naira because somebody said if you put 50 million naira, you get 200 million. Sometimes I don't even feel for you because I've seen many of them that I keep telling them, please, please, reduce the number, reduce the number. When we discuss finish, the person will now later tell me that he has gone ahead to stock thousands of fishes. So I discovered that, oh, really? Maybe I'm wasting my time. But the good thing is that most of these stories never end well. And when it doesn't end well, they now come back to start asking me that these people did not do this. I'll just be listening. Is it really what happened? Because, really, what do you want me to do? I have tried what I can to help. But you decide not to accept the help. Then do your own. Leave me alone. This is it. So the business is very profitable. Like myself, when I started, I didn't start with much. I started with less than 500 and I kept growing. I kept growing. Today I do thousands. I do thousands of fishes because I have many ponds. I now understand my market. And I know that, oh, every time I keep making sales, I don't have issues. I know what to do. I know when to do. This is how you grow in business. But just starting one day and you want to start off 50,000 instead of 100,000, have you ever asked yourself, what is my market target base? There's some people say, I want to do smoking. So because of that, I want to do thousands. Have you ever asked yourself, what is the profit that will come out from this? How do they sell it? Have you ever asked yourself? You now put yourself that you know what you're doing, you spend so much. And then when the sales comes and you did not get it right, you start blaming everybody. You never blame yourself. You blame the person that supplied the fish, you blame your workers, you blame everything, but you have failed to blame yourself. In conclusion, catfish farming is very, very, very profitable. But for you to make it in this business, you have to understand the situations of the fish business. You understand how to stock, understand how to sell, understand the market dynamics of selling. Choose a particular point that will lead you to where you are going. Are you going for dry fish? Are you going for fresh fish? What is the size you want to sell? What is the weight you want to sell? These are the things that will lead you to a destination. And try and make contacts. Don't allow your business just to be in one hand. You don't care. You are just waiting for get the money at the end of the time. It doesn't work like that. You need to be a farmer in the business. So with this, if you can be able to gather all this together, definitely you will discover at the end of every production that the business is very profitable. Very, very profitable. When you think of cost of production, the reason why this cost of production is getting high is that cost of raw materials are also high. Now, instead of you to go and overstock and keep shouting that the cost of production is high, please reduce your stock so that you can be able to feed very well, get the good result, then come back and then scale up. Other people doing other businesses, what they do is that they start small. People manufacturing cars start small. Then when the business now comes up and they see that there is profit, what they do is that they now borrow money and they now scale up. This is how businessmen do. So catfish farming is a very good profitable business, but it has to follow the same process of business methodology. You don't just from up and want to make everything. It doesn't work like that. Have I said anything here more confusing or you don't understand? If I do, please drop that in the comment section. And until I come your way next time, my name is Emily Fonwell Oge of Let Us Farm. Keep farming is a way of life.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.